Hey guys, it's your boy Kenny Boulder with a Nintendo Switch 2 video. This is now your usual typical Pokemon video. We're going to be talking about the Nintendo Switch 2. So the Switch 2 is a new next generation console for the for Nintendo. So obviously everyone wants this device. Everyone wants to get the Switch 2, and I don't blame them. The specs look amazing. The price looks pretty good, but the problem is that the price is where it gets too good. Right now, the price is about $450 MSRP. For retail, $450. You can buy the deluxe version with Mario Kart. That's about $500. And people are worried about the prices. Oh, again, even though it's a hot demand item right now, their tariffs, the things are happening with potential recession, with the country falling apart, with the economy. People want to get their hands on the Switch 2 before shit hits the fan. So because of that, we see this next level demand of Switch 2 pre-orders. And it came out last night. Came out at 10 p.m., whatever local time. And folks went crazy. So right off the bat here, so Japan was one of the first places to get the Switch 2 pre-orders. And Nintendo confirms that 2.2 million people in Japan applied for the Switch 2 pre-order lottery on the Japanese My Nintendo store. 2.2 million people want to get this. And obviously some of them could be bots, sure. But the demand is there. People want this stuff. People want to get the next generation console from Nintendo. And I don't blame them. I don't. Because I want one too. But at the end of the day, 2.2 million people. And so you have to ask, what did the American pre-order system look like? Well, it was a giant shit show. So the big three, Target, Walmart, and Best Buy, did pre-orders ideally all at the same time. So everyone was live streaming and getting ready for the big drop on the US side here. And surprise, surprise, no one or not many people were able to get one. Obviously, a lot of these posts are on Twitter, and a lot of them are just getting screwed over. So this meme is how I felt going on Best Buy site, refreshing for the Switch 2. And it has, the gif of, all those, penny slot machines. And people just keep hitting, spamming. And that's the truth. 150,000 people, viewed here. And, 607 people liked this comment. And it felt like that. People kept refreshing, trying to get in the queue system for Best Buy. And then people were getting kicked out. The Switch 2 pre-order experience. The page is not working. Reload. Best Buy. We're sorry. Something went wrong. And then this deal is almost gone. The items like to sell out, but you can stay in line and we'll have any available when it's your turn. And so people kept refreshing and they keep getting the error message, and it's just pain and suffering because they just want to get the Switch 2, man. I just want to get the Switch 2. And I just feel bad for these guys because I get it. And again, it's $4.99. That's a great deal. And I get maybe you can get the regular version for $4.50 and get the Mario Kart edition later. And that might save you some dollars, but holy moly. What is going on with Best Buy? And again, same thing. This is fine. I love Switch 2 pre-order. TY Target. They just kept getting canceled. Switch 2 pre-order, canceled. Switch 2 pre-order, canceled. Switch 2 pre-order, canceled. Over and over again. The stock was not accurate with the demand. People were going and trying to get as many as they could, obviously, because one, you couldn't get it because it keeps getting canceled. And two, I'm sure the bots and scalpers were feasting last night. They were feasting. So another one. Rip Best Buy. Just kicked me out of the queue because they're sold out on Nintendo Switch 2. This is after Target canceled my pre-order immediately after I made it. Yeah, I think that's a bust for me, guys. Sad crying emoji. So, yeah, people are unable to get this product. And I've seen this before. I've seen this before during the pandemic for PS5s. I remember PS5s were literally harder than gold. And people were going crazy for PS5s. So, I get it. I see the market. The demand is high right now. But the supply is nothing. I don't think anyone was prepared for this much of a demand. And I get it. The FOMO is there. And of course, most importantly, you have people who are worried about the future of this product. The Switch 2 could be $600. for all we could know. Or it could be 1,000. I don't think it's going to get that high. I think Nintendo's going to do their best to try to keep it at an affordable price. I don't think it's going to be under $500 though. I think it's going to be between $550 to $700 for Switch 2, just because the market, you can get away with that. People will still buy it. I remember it took 4 years for the PS5 to be readily available and wasn't above $500. So keep that in mind. Next one. Finally get my Switch 2 pre-order through the 30 minutes, immediately gets canceled. So there it is. Your order has been canceled. We want to let you know that your blank order was canceled. We're sorry about the inconvenience. You haven't been charged for any items. So that is what people saw last night. Every time they got it on their box, they got the carpet ripped under them, and then they're like, you know what? I'm not going to get this. And it just sucks, you know? To get that in your cart, to get that notification, hey, your order is confirmed, and then get it canceled the next, 10 minutes. And this wasn't, not happening. This was happening in every platform. Best Buy, Target, Walmart. And yeah, number one right here. My Nintendo Switch 2 shopping experience. LOL. Thanks Target, Best Buy, and Walmart. So there it is on Walmart. This deal is almost gone. The items like to sell out, but you can stay in line. And then boom. Your location is unavailable for pickup, is unavailable for shipping and handling. And then item not added to cart. So because it's sold out or the bots overtook him. And at the end of the day, that's so frustrating. And I feel so bad for these people. So everyone getting screwed over by, of course, the big three. And then, of course, you have this post on the wonderful place of Reddit. Well, that was chaotic. Walmart had me in line for an hour. Target gave me hope by letting me go to the checkout page, only giving me an error messages last minute. And Best Buy failed to do anything for 30 minutes until it was finally let us pre-order. Puts me in line, but kicks me out of line two random times. And then almost an hour in, it says sold out. Overall, I was able to get the Switch 2 bundle from Walmart, as it did let me get through. Would prefer Best Buy since I am a member of my console would have warranted for 2 years, but oh well. It's still a big win in my book, especially since it means I won't have to get up early and wait in line at my local GameStop. Curious to see everyone's experience. I imagine it was chaotic as mine. Also, as crazy as it was, I feel like there won't be any consoles available for purchase in any launch day, and only the pre-orders will be able to get a console. Nintendo just announced that they didn't expect this many numbers, and that was from Japan customers alone. Comments. My Canadian Walmart order went through, and I got emails saying, thanks for your pre-order. 4 minutes later, it said my order was canceled. Spent the next hour reloading the page to try and reorder. No luck. Dumbass mistake from my end. I got the bundle, thought it was good, and canceled my normal Switch 2. Then the bundle gets canceled a couple minutes later. Didn't get Switch 2 order after that. Bro. These guys are good people. They didn't want to cancel, get screwed over. Holy moly. That sucks, bro. Best Buy was my choice, was in queue for about 45 minutes. When I saw Walmart no longer had a line, I decided to try that. Right when I was about to check out, Best Buy got me. Had to re-verify, but I got it. I was able to get my console only at Walmart, but minutes after I got an email confirmation order. I got another email saying that the order was delayed. It got canceled. It did not get canceled, but it seems like now the Switch 2 will be delivered 2 days after launch, which is a bit frustrating. Thought I used the slick and use Apple Pay on my phone since I bypassed all the address and payment info entry and it also skipped several checkpoints. But the payment kept failing on the Target app. Luckily, thanks to Best Buy being late, I was able to get in their queue after 40 minutes and able to get an order through. And yeah, I have a fat L from all of them. Now waking up at 5 a.m. to GameStop because there's so many issues of shipping to me, and I doubt this will be any different. So that's the thing, guys. A lot of people are now going to GameStop this morning to see if they can find any Switch 2 allocations for the pre-orders. And of course, GameStop doesn't do any more pre-orders online. They've switched it completely to be in-store. So here we go. 2 hours ago this morning, GameStop stores Nintendo Switch 2 allocations. Switch 2 pre-orders today, available April 24th. This location will have 30 base pre-orders and 52 pre-orders for the bundle. The limit is 1 per customer. Look at that, 1 per customer. GameStop is learning how to do this, and I appreciate that. that they're limiting. They have obviously 80 Switch 2. That's pretty good. Now, I'm curious to see if there's going to be 80 people online today. And we'll see how many people actually get allocations this morning. Next one. Switch 2 pre-orders available again today. This will have 11 pre-order and 35 Mario Kart bundles. So that's 46 bundles right there for this GameStop. This GameStop also is 30 plus 54. That is 84 Switch 2s. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Because these GameStops are going to be crowded. I guarantee you, there's going to be so many people on those lines. Switch 2 pre-orders available April 24th. 45 of the Switch base and 81 for pre-order. This was going to have 100 plus Switch 2s for pre-order. Again, I'm telling you, this is pretty good. That's not like a bad thing to see this many GameStops with these pre-orders here. Again, 45, 76. That is 120 plus Switch 2 pre-orders. So, GameStop, again, doing pretty good here. So, I think overall, like, yeah. You got some GameStops with, like, under 50. Then you have ones with 100 plus. So, $50 deposit is required for Switch pre-order for GameStop in store. Anyone else want to see the PSP come back? Best handheld ever aside from Game Boys, Amao. So, yeah. Anyone try to pre-order a GameStop last night? I never saw this show is available. Kept refreshing because GameStop does not do pre-orders online, I believe. It's in store. Alright. Now we have to talk about the scalpers. The people buying this shit. And obviously, there you go. You have a crazy how desperate people are from Nintendo Switch 2 that they'll pay upwards to $200 extra just to reserve a pre-order from resellers. And this is sold. $660, $675, $700 for the Mario Kart bundle, $699.99, baby, $700. And on right now, you go to Switch 2, $650, just for the confirmed pre-order. And then $490. Oh, wait. Sorry, read description, screenshot only. It's $490 and. Pre-order screenshot only. You will only receive a pre-order screenshot. Please note, if purchased, you're ordering a picture of the Nintendo Switch to show in the list. This listing is to combat bots and scalpers. If you do not purchase, no refunds. You will receive a PNG image of a Switch 2, no console. No refunds, message for any offers or questions. That is so cooked, bro. What else? I don't know how I feel about that. One in cart. That is crazy. But yeah, you can see it right now. All this stuff is on sale right now. People are selling this. I mean, obviously these ones are fake, but these ones, let's just look at it completed right now. There you go. Switch 2 console, June 5th pre-order US. This is the brutal $699, $750, $685. And this one, someone actually bought the fucking, oh my god, they bought the picture. They bought the fucking picture, dude. No way. Look at that. $449. And this is the same one. This is the same one, dude. Sold 9:12 a.m. You're buying a fucking picture, bro. This is a printed picture of the Switch 2 bundle. You are and will not receive an actual game console. This listing is to push scalpers out. Buy at your own risk. There are no refunds. I mean, what if like your mom and pop buys it though? What if like your grandma's like, I gotta get the Switch 2 for my grandson Jimmy, and then they see like, oh look at this, it's $449, and they just buy right there. You know, I feel like that's just kind of shitty. You know, I get it. This is to supposedly combat scalpers, but this seems like you're screwing over people. Like, for real. You're screwing over, like, your average day consumer who might not know things as much as other people. And maybe they don't read the instructions. So, yeah. Brutal. Brutal. Someone actually bought it. And maybe it's a bot. If it's the bot, fuck the bot. But yeah. Mario Kart bundle, $700. $650, regular one. So, the point I'm trying to make here is, people are actually buying this shit. Scalpers and bots have an initiative to buy this stuff. Scalpers know they're gonna make money. You buy for $4.50, you sell for $6.50. That's basically like $200 profit right there. You are, in their eyes, you're stupid to not take this opportunity. And at the end of the day, guys, this situation's cooked. At the end of the day, we see a wide range of greed, a wide range of desperation, and quite frankly, a failure of the manufacturers, of Nintendo, of the market. Because at the end of the day, this should not be this hard with buying product. And I say this with love in my heart. It is crazy that this is happening. Obviously, some folks got lucky. Some folks got really, really lucky to buy the product, to get the product. And, to them, congratulations. You're a very lucky few. But to a lot of consumers, they're getting fucked. And I'm saying this with don't get in the FOMO, guys. It ain't worth it. Don't give this guy money for flipping and reselling. There's going to be more product, and I hope that Nintendo does the right thing and they keep the price low. They don't increase the price. They keep it low. And at the end of the day, guys, I feel like maybe the tariffs might not happen. I mean, I think President Trump might not do that. I don't know for sure. But this is going to be a hotly demanded item for a while. And I remember when the Switch first came out, same deal. People were waiting in line for days, for hours, trying to get the Switch 1. And now I can see the same thing happening here. So, guys, let me know in the comments how you feel about the situation. Did you get a Switch 2? Did you pre-order one? Or did you get knocked out? Did you get kicked out from multiple times? If you're in line for GameStop, let me know how you feel about that. And, yeah, if you like this content, guys, like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you next time, y'all. Take care. Have a great day.